Hello and welcome to the Federal. India has spoken, and the NDA is likely to form government for the third consecutive term. While BJP is the single largest party, but with a reduced number of seats. We have with us Dr. Yatindra Sisodia, Director, Madhya Pradesh Institute of Social Science Research. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Sisodia. Sir, NDA is likely to form government, and BJP is the single largest party. How do you look at this verdict?
Look, this was not expected when we were seeing the exit poll on the last day of the polling, that is 1st of June, and all the major posters were of the view that NDA is going to get thumping majority. They are going to cross the 350 mark, and the range they have given was starting from 350 to 400. So from that point of view, if we look at the kind of trends which are emerging in the afternoon of this counting day, it appears that BJP is not going to get the 272 marks on its own. In all likelihood, they are going to fall little short from the halfway mark, that can be 250 or slightly less than 250. So this is the major takeaway of this election, that the 400 par was a kind of political slogan which could not be actualized by the NDA. Although they are going to form, but for the first time we are going to see a coalition government of NDA in true sense. Because in 2014 and 2019, the BJP on its own was above the halfway mark. So this is a major takeaway, that BJP is and led NDA is going to form the government, but with a lesser number of seats as compared to two previous elections.
Sir, do you think the issues of unemployment and price rise are back in conversation in Indian politics?
Look, this is not merely confined to the issue of unemployment and uh, corruption or inflation, or all these issues was a big narrative of the India alliance. But I think the permutation and combination of the India alliance has worked in state like Uttar Pradesh, state like Maharashtra, and up to some extent, the West Bengal has done extremely well for TMC, and
True.
this was not expected. Means beyond expectation, the results have come in these three, four states, and which are the major decisive states. So, if the 34 seats as of now for SP is a very big number
True.
in state like Uttar Pradesh. So definitely the narrative of the majoritarian politics, the communal politics against the issues of employment and price rise and inflation were very much in the discussion from the India alliance partners. But I think this election has gone much beyond than that.
Sir, all eyes are on people like Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar. How difficult will it be for the Prime Minister Modi to deal with NDA partners now?
I think we should not compare the coalition politics which we have seen in the 90s. 90s, when BJP was leading the coalition, the number was far less, and there were so many big players just after the BJP's strength in the parliament. So that scenario is not likely to come in the 2024. BJP on its own is close to 250. They are just short of 25 or 22, 23 seats to form the government. And in that case, if there are two major allies, one TDP from Andhra and another JDU from Bihar, they are the two major partners which will be required to form the government. Otherwise, all the minor players are there. So that is how they are close to 295. They can be close to 300. But that is not going to be a major hurdle or roadblock to form the government. Yes, but this is going to be the first experience for this new NDA that they are going to have a government with allies.
So my last question is: do you think promises like one nation, one poll, uniform civil code, CAA will face difficulties because of NDA partners? Most of them do not agree to these promises.
Absolutely. I think the narrative of the Indian politics, the kind of governance we have been witnessing, the kind of political agenda we have been seeing is going to be slightly altered after the verdict of this 2024. We are going to see a different kind of politics altogether, aftermath of this political verdict which we are witnessing as of today.
So why has the issue of Ram Mandir not worked for BJP as much as it would have liked?
I think uh, they have already got the best result through this movement in 2019. So
Okay.
when the temple is built, the issue is already evaporated in the thin air in certain states. I'm not saying that this was not an issue at all. In fact, this result which we are seeing for BJP has immensely contributed by the issue of Ram Mandir temple. So whatever tally they have today, the contribution of Ram Mandir temple is obviously one of the major support base which has come for the BJP if they are getting the 245 or 50 number in the 2024 election.
So the India alliance has managed to make a point but could not defeat BJP. Why, when you look back, what are the points which you think India alliance could have done better?
I think there are three, four issues which are really very important. First of all, in the very beginning, the NDA led by BJP has made a kind of political snoggering that we are going to cross the 400 mark. BJP is going to get 370 on its own. So to counter that kind of big, big political claim, they do not have a very big alliance across the country. Like in the state of Punjab, they were not in a position to make an ally, the Aam Aadmi Party and Congress. Likewise, the case of West Bengal. And there are several other states where they could have done much better alliance. And another very important, the two partners which they could have had in their fold. One is JDU, led by Nitish, could have been part of India alliance, and another the TDP could have been in their fold because it was not aligning with NDA in the last 10 years. So if these two partners could have been in the fold of the India alliance, the number could have been absolutely different looking into the kind of outcome we are seeing today.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts, Dr. Sisodia. It was a pleasure.